Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Lindsay and this is part 4 of the January 2020 Marketplace Challenge. Like I said, I got so many journals in for this challenge. I've had to split it up. I am doing 10 journals per video. This is not the last. I think there's probably going to be 2 more videos after this, probably for a total of 6 parts, if you can believe that. I like to quickly put these up on the screen and you can pause it, but these are guidelines for February and March challenge. So the digitals and that, if you have any questions, there is an email address in the description box below that you can send me an email. So we're going to get right into these journals. They're listed in the marketplace section of the website. I think there's a couple that haven't sold from the other parts, so you might want to pick one of those up as well. And then kind of just look through the other categories on the shop and see if you want to add anything to your order. I am working through, I have a lot of orders. You guys know I'm recovering from surgery, doing much better, getting more orders out, but I do combine and refund shipping overages more than $2. So even if you're waiting on an order, you can place another order and then I ship it all together. That way it saves you time, money, saves me time and money and all of that. So this is the journal we are starting with. It is single signature. Looks like it has some vintage fairies on the front. Beautiful, beautiful cardstock. I think I have this paper pack. I think it's from Michael's. It might be called Butterfly Garden or something like that. There's really pretty. Okay, so this is from Linda Sanchez and it's called Fairyland. So the January challenge, just as a quick recap, the main kit that it's using is this Nature's Diary kit that is in my shop. And then there's other ones that I'll try to point out as I go along. This is really pretty. Yeah, the rustic weeds. So anytime I mention one of the ones that are in my shop, you can just use the little search bar. The shop is linked in the description box below and it'll pop right up, both the digital and the printed option. That's the easiest way to see both of them. So this is a really neat way. I haven't seen this yet. I mean, we've already gone through 30 different journals using pretty much the same digitals, but she's doing a fairy theme. This is another one of the digitals. It's Beauty of the Earth, and there's 45 ephemera pieces. This is from that as well. So is that. So she's going with more of a fairy theme, and I really like that because when you think of fairies, you think of nature a lot of times. So that goes really well, and she has just a sweet array of everything. I like what she has. It's really up my alley, kind of similar to some of the design that I like to do, and where there's a good variety of different pages and just beautiful, beautiful collaging. You get all those fairy storybook pages. So many different things to look at, places to journal, sweet little booklets. I really like this one. I have a fairy kit too, and she didn't use it, but it's called Fairy Frolics, and so that would be really cute if you're into fairies. There's a little mushroom. So sweet. So this one is Fairyland by Linda Sanchez. You can grab this one over on the marketplace. This is the next one. Love the woodland theme. We have an owl. This is a fabric. She's covered like a repurposed, I'm gonna guess, like cereal box or something like that. Let's see who did this one. This is by Teresa Rodriguez from the Crafty Cottage. So you could look her up on YouTube at the Crafty Cottage, or she has an Etsy shop called the Crafty Cottage 65. So she's used Nature's Diary, vintage ferns, and rustic weeds. So let's take a look. There's the Nature's Diary. So pretty. Look at the collaging. This is rustic weeds. Beauty of the Earth, I think. Sometimes I don't know my own digitals. This is Vintage Ferns. That's from JoAnn, but it's in my shop as well. JoAnn's my business partner. That was her first digital she ever made, and it's been really popular. I think everybody loves ferns. I know I do. A whole bunch of goodies in here. These are part of the challenge too. They're the vintage money envelope collages. You get 3 different sizes of those when you purchase that. Little Beauty of the Earth ephemera. I love the tones on this. So pretty. Like magazine pages. Lots of collaging. I love when little definitions are added. Whole bunch of ephemera in these pockets here. Lots of gorgeous collaging. Really pretty. There's another one. This one says Imagine. Lots of tags. Just so pretty. Got graph paper. Here's another definition. Beautiful. All the pieces of ephemera you have to play with. Every single journal is different. That's what's really neat about this challenge. Using a lot of the same digitals, but everybody puts their own spin on it. There's like a double pocket with a whole bunch of tags. So this one is from Teresa. Let me make sure I get this tied back up the right way. Really nice. Very woodland themed. All right, this looks like it might be a Vintage Reader's Digest cover. I love that. Isn't that pretty? And then there's white and black on the spine. It's like lace fabric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures. That is neat. Okay, this is from Julia Butler. It's called Into the Woods. So she used JoAnn's Vintage Ferns. She also used Rustic Weeds, Nature's Diary, and she added some prints from Artie Mays and from the website Pixabay. So I can't wait to see what she's put together here. Yep, there's little Vintage Ferns. I love this size and the way she did those pages. There's some more ferns. I'm really drawn to nature journals of any kind, so of course I love this. There's Rustic Weeds. Really pretty. She has embellished it, but a lot of the beauty of this is in the different colors and pages. There's some eco-dyed. I think that's the Artie Mays eco-dyed she was talking about. She has little mini clusters. There's a little flip out. Love her little fabric bits and pieces. It leaves lots of room for writing. Look at how pretty. Fabric belly band. Oh, more Vintage Ferns. That is just beautiful. I love that little journal. I would be buying this one if I needed a new one to work in. That's how much I love it. But I'm telling myself I'm not going to buy one till I need one. So this is the next one. This is a vintage book cover, Walden by Thoreau. Isn't that gorgeous? I think this is by her too. Yep, Julia Butler. Oh, so pretty. Just love it. So she's used some of the Walden book pages too. What a nice gift this would make, because it would be so pretty on the shelf. You would think it is just Walden, and then you'd open it up. You'd have all these nature pages. You could journal in it, use it as a scrapbook. I think it would make an excellent gift. Definitely a conversation piece. Little leaf. Look at how pretty. Definitely set up for a writer. Of course, you could add a ton more ephemera and chunk it up if you wanted to, but I think it is beautiful. So there's that one. Let's move on. This one is nice and chunky. Look at that. I love the ribbons. Done that some. Looks like it is fabric covered. 4 signatures. Let's see who made this one. Well, really pretty. Make sure I'm in frame there. This is from Melissa King. She made the book from chipboard. The outer book from chipboard. It's really heavy though. I would have thought she had, yeah, no, it is chipboard, but I was thinking she had just covered a book. Really pretty. There's the Nature's Diary and the Vintage Ferns. Look at that middle. Love the look of the tied ribbon. It really adds a lot. There's some pockets. Oh, there's a booklet in here. Look at that. Some vellum. She stitched some pockets on. That's beautiful embroidered lace or trim. This is from Postage Due, one of my kits. There's a pocket here with another booklet. It's really nice, and a little dashboard. Tuck spots. I hope this is giving you a lot of inspiration. I know I am definitely inspired by it. She inked up a doily. That's really pretty. Some tags in here. That's really pretty, that gold paper. Very nice. You have these little cute mini rings that can help hold that ribbon, or I think it's actually just a fabric, a ripped piece of fabric, which I love that look for journals. So we've got that one. Let's move on to the next one, if I can. That one's really pretty. There's that butterfly. It must be, let's see. It says, "Be still and know that I am God." Yes, Linda Sanchez, another Linda Sanchez. She added some colors to that. Isn't that beautiful? There's always so many options when you're using digitals. Book pages. I love the little fabric ribbons. Cute little envelopes. Whoops. These are from Beauty of the Earth. This is like an inspirational type journal. She's added color. I love that. Because it is a very neutral colored digital. So it is fun to add color. So this is Sketches of Truth. It's one of my paper packs. Lots of places to write. Beautiful. So one of the requirements for these journals was that there were no blank white pages. See how this used to be a blank white page, but she's added inking and a sticker. So everyone has done a really amazing job of, you can have empty pages, meaning not really ephemera, but not really blank pages. It just makes the journals look so much more complete to not do that. Except, oh, I am dropping stuff now. So hang on, everyone. It's still here. You just don't want to lose any of these journals. I'll move them back over here. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Look at this one. Really chunky. Look at that. Nice big one. If you love working in a big journal, wide spine. It is all like decoupaged, I think, up. Burlap. Tons of texture if you're really that tactile texture type person. Trying to get this in frame. So this is from Elizabeth Chisolm. Look at how pretty. There's fabric. It's like a double fabric flip. And look at that. Little flowers in there. She's used, that's pretty. Oh, like a little ledger booklet here. And then she's even done coffee dyeing with like a number stencil, so you can see that. Nature alone is antique. The oldest art is a mushroom. Look at her dyed papers. And all the stitching. This is a style I don't see a whole lot of, and I think it's beautiful. Little coffee dyed booklet. Lots of different like inkings and papers. These are the miniature version of those money envelopes. Belly bands. So beautiful. Those dyed pages really add a lot. Look at that. Looks like she printed this on ledger paper and then coffee dyed it. How pretty. Just all of the touches. Got a pocket and there's a bunch of journal cards in here. Look at the flower petals. Oh my, what are these? They're altered paper clips. You could use them wherever. How pretty is that? This is all collaged up, coffee dyed. There's a lot to this journal. There's a fabric flip. Look at that. Botany, the art of insulting flowers in Greek and Latin. She's got a fabric flip there. Little habitat booklet there. Tags and flips. She's very talented. This is an actual eco-dyed page, not a digital. Look at all these flips. Oh, you pull on this. Wow. I am super impressed. That is neat. I know somebody is going to love this journal. Very, very unique. All right. Next, we have this one. It's fabric covered. Look at that little closure. It's like a little belt. Hopefully I have this the right way. 2 signatures. So she's used different paper packs. This is from Giselle. She's used Beauty of the Earth, vintage money envelopes, and rustic weeds. There's a little pen pouch that she sewed here, and you get, it says make today amazing. You get a pen. You get a giant paper clip. And then so there's 3 pockets here. And then there's, and the story begins, and this book belongs to. So they're like bookmarks, or you could keep them in the front. There's the rustic weeds. Try to keep this in frame, you guys. That coffee dyeing. How incredible. She's rounded the corners. Little Beauty of the Earth. So pretty. Green dyed paper. Wow, there's just so many touches. I'm quiet because I'm taking it all in. I'm sure you guys are enjoying the flip through. Get the stenciling and the little bits and pieces. So pretty. This is another one I would love to work in, just like my style. I can be super inspired by a journal, but it's still not the type of journal I would work in. This one I would work in. This is, see how she's done this, these are white papers, but she's just added like a strip of washi. There's some inking. She's added some journal cards. So it's simple, but it's really like here, she's added some inking and in an embellishment piece. That really helps. Look at this booklet. Look at that collaging. Oh my word. Yeah, this is another one I'd want to buy if I was needing a journal today. But I'm not. So I will refrain because there'll always be more amazing journals. Embrace the journey. I love this one. Oh my goodness. It's called Don't Pull the Weeds. And then this can keep it so secure. Be really great if you like to carry a bigger junk journal with you because you can just cinch that down and keep it all together. All right, here is another one. I haven't taken this one out of the plastic yet, so pardon me. I try to take most of them out before the video, but I didn't get to this one. Look at how pretty that is. So it looks like there's an upholstery fabric, and then that's been layered on top with lace. You have a beautiful piece there. It's one signature, but it actually has like a little bit of a spine. And you have a lace closure as well, so let's look inside. This is called Antiquity. She's used Beauty of the Earth, Nature's Diary, and Vintage Money, and I don't know who this is from. There is no name. Okay. Well, I hope whoever this is will comment so that I can get them their money when it sells. I do not know whose this is. That's why you need to put your name on the inside. I try to make sure everything has a name, but I don't always get to it, especially if it's all packaged up like that. I assume you've put in the name inside. There's ephemera in the bags. Look at the beautiful lace on the edges, the little beaded bits. Look at the little music paper clip and bookmark. This is just really sweet. Some wallpaper. Very pretty. This is just pretty. So I hope I can figure out who this is from. It might be, this might be the same person, so maybe the name is inside here. I think this is the same artist. I'm hoping. Look at this tassel. The embroidery floss, and then all these buttons. Then there's the rustic weeds on. It says, be constantly curious. And again, no name. Okay. Well, whoever created this, please let me know. Send me an email, put it in the comments below. That way, I can get you your money. Look at how pretty this is. 1907 postcard. Oh, so gorgeous. Really pretty. Sure hope I can figure out who this is from. All right, that's all we have for this part. There'll be another part coming tomorrow. There'll probably be a bonus video in between because I have a tutorial that I am dying to share with you guys. But I love that tassel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video.